Folks, I want to bring up a dear friend of mine. I traveled to Iraq with this gentleman, and you're so lucky to have him here in Boston. One of the great talk show hosts in the country, from 96.9 Boston Talks, Michael Graham.
Michael Graham. And for our friends up on Beacon Hill, this is called Democracy. I'm not familiar with that. I know you're doing a casino deal right now with no public hearings. Oh, what a shock. I am thrilled to be part of the world's greatest pro-family organization. You probably don't know that. The Tea Party defeats Martha Coakley here in Massachusetts. What happens down on the Cape? Bill Delahunt decides I'm a liberal who needs to spend more time with my family. The Tea Party rolls into Michigan. What happens? Backstabbing Bart Stupak decides I need to spend more time with my family. You guys keep this up, every loony Obamacare liberal will be spending all their time with their family. You're pro-family. Now, many of you have asked me about my mom. I have a book out, that's No Angry Mob, that's my mom. My mom is here from Columbia, South Carolina. She came to a Tea Party a year ago. She's back today. Traveled from Columbia, South Carolina to be here with you because she's sick of the name. I had to speak out because I'm tired of the name calling. You've been called everything. You've been called hate mongers, swastika brandishers, and brown shirts, and that's just by members of Congress. And I'm not kidding. Here's my deal with the folks in the media. MSNBC, here's my deal. If you'll ignore the one ranting maniac kook you find on the edge of the crowd somewhere, we promise to ignore Keith Olbermann. How about that? Is that a deal? Wait. In the spirits of the mainstream media, you know, we're a bunch of evil, hate-mongering name callers. I am here to call names. I am here. I'm going to call all of you names. You know what the name is for you? Chumps. You're suckers. Let me tell you why. Every day you get up in the morning and you roll out of bed way too early and you reach that coffee because you think it's your job to pay your bills. Then you drag your snotty kids out of bed, I got 4 of them, and you put them in clothes and you tell them how to act because you think it's your job to raise your kids. And then you get in your car, you drive down the Mass Pike, we get to pay higher tolls, thank you Governor Patrick, get to pay gas taxes, because you think it's your job to, you know, do your part, to pay your share. You think it's your job to take care of you and your family. Then you go to work and you bust your butt and you try to find a way to be smarter and more efficient and create more wealth because you think it's your job to create wealth and be productive. And then you finally come home after your second job and you sit down in front of the TV and you click it on, there's the news. Politicians say you're not doing enough. Give more money, be patriotic. You get beaten down, smacked down, called names. And then, so what do? You finally, oh my gosh, I know, calm down media, you get mad. You think, hey, wait a minute. Someone's got to pay that $3 trillion. Hey, wait a minute. Somebody's got to pay off this debt. Hey, so then you take time off work, hire a babysitter for your kids, get someone to cover your job so you can come down here so they can insult you, calling you haters because you're paying attention. You're chumps. You're suckers. And you know what? This country was built on chumps and suckers like you, and I'm proud to be one of you. Call me a chump. I do it. I pay my bills. I pay my taxes, and I am proud of you. I am Michael Graham. Now let's go on. Mark, Amy, help us bring up the star of the day, please.
Michael Graham, ladies and gentlemen, 96.9 Boston Talks. Great guy, my friend, and a great American. We have a very special guest with us. You might have heard of this nice lady.
Are y'all ready? Yeah! Really?
I want to say we were going to sponsor a live caribou to break across the back just so she could show off, but unfortunately the Parks Department would not let us do that. I'm sorry.
Direct from Alaska.
A great woman, a strong leader, and a strong voice that represents all of us from coast to coast, from Searchlight, Nevada to Boston, Massachusetts.
Count of 3. Governor
Sarah Palin.
we thank a vet, and we will do that now. Those of you who have served in the past or presently serving our great United States military, raise your hand. We're going to salute you, and we thank you, and we say God bless you. Thank you. Thank you so much, sincerely. Good to be in Boston. We've got the Sox, you've got the Celtics, you got the Bruins, you've got the Patriots. And of course, the original site of the original Tea Party. I love Boston. Spent a lot of time here doing some kids hockey stuff, and the guy wouldn't know me from Adam, but I had the privilege once of meeting Ruzioni, and he just representing the great spirit of this part of our land, a hard worker, a patriotic American. It was great to meet him. And my husband Todd Palin is here today, wherever Todd is. So for Todd, as a former First Dude of Alaska, you know, part of his official duties would be having tea with the First Ladies across the nation. So I asked him, well, is this kind of tea party much to your liking too, right, Todd? He's happy being here too. Perfect time to come together in Beantown. It's the day before tax day, the day that the tax man cometh on top of tax cuts expiring, in the town that the Sons of Liberty call home. Now, Bostonians have never been afraid to stand up and speak out for principles that they believed in. Shoot, look what Massachusetts did in January. You shook up the United States Senate. Boston, if anyone knows how to throw a tea party, it is you. And folks, we need your voice now more than ever. Americans now spend 100 days out of the year working for government before we even start earning money for ourselves, for our families, for our small businesses. 100 days out of the year. Goldberg just wrote that we are now headed toward being a country where instead of the people deciding how much money our government has, no, now it's our government deciding how much money the people can have. And that's backwards, and we're going to turn that around. It is time to remind them that government should be working for us. We should not have to work for the government. That's why there are more and more patriots every day standing up and speaking out. These hardworking, good, equality and liberty-loving, good, everyday Americans ready to take our country back, ready to shake things up. Those of you who won't sit down and shut up, you're sounding the warning bell, just like what happened in that midnight run. And just like with that original Tea Party back in 1773, independents who decided to stand up and speak out because we see what's on the horizon. We see what is at stake here. And this isn't about party machines. It's not about titles or power struggles within. It's not about dividing America. And it is not about one individual politician. This is about the people. This is the people's movement. To Washington that come November, that big government, big debt, Obama, Pelosi, Reid spending spree, that they're their little children, we're here to take care of you. That agenda is over. We're voting them out. We're going to tell them you're fired.